This time, Traore has taken a stand and openly disclosed the individuals behind these attempted coups to oust him from power.
Hello, what's popping Africa? I hope you are doing good. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I am the Kenyan Beast, and in today's video we are going to talk about Ibrahim Traore, the president of Burkina Faso, because there's a number of times in recent days that there's been groups that they want him out of power. They are trying to initiate coup against Ibrahim Traore, and in today's video we are asking this $1 million question: why do they want Ibrahim Traore out of power? But before we react on that, let's listen to this when Ibrahim Traore was talking about a number of times they want to remove him from power. Let's listen to this and then we're going to react about it.
Few weeks, I have been saying this. There have been rumors of attempts to destabilize our country. And I think that some press in La Place have also reported certain facts. As a worker of the presidency, it is a duty to be able to give you the right information and to be able to inform other people in return, and above all, to govern your serenity at work. Indeed, for a very long time, we have been following a cell in a neighboring country which is run by Western intelligence services. It is run mainly against our country, and operations should mainly start at the end of May. This should therefore consist of an intense communication war against our country, which you have followed. In addition to this, there should also be an IT war. Our IT systems should be attacked to create a blackout. In addition to this, there should be a flexible and passive economic war, which does not say its name, which we have also been able to contain. Several sensitive attack projects have been planned. The other phase was targeted assassinations, which were also planned. Then mass attacks should take place within the FDS, but above all, cowardly attacks that should take place in the cities, and which were aimed at the main targets. The agents of the Citizens Watch, which you know under the name of the IAEA, we have followed the course of their plan. The final assault should take place through the recruitment of agents within our ranks. From the communication war to everything I have mentioned, we have tried to contain the situation. Some people have been arrested in this subversion in the attack project, to about 10. Unfortunately, FDS personnel have been arrested with proven complicity in connection with the terrorists. They are different from those who are in the subversion. These personnel were in connection with the terrorists, giving them the necessary information to carry out attacks. It is unfortunate that there are still FDS personnel in Burkina Faso, but this is the case. In addition to this, some media have also reported the fact that certain elements of the BIR have been contacted. It is true. You know that the BIR are the spearheads of the fight that we are currently leading. All those who have been approached have realized this, and we are following the situation. It is unfortunate to want to stay outside and manipulate soldiers inside to do what you want. It is insulting the intelligence of our soldiers, and everyone understood this. I think that these officers who manipulate are all outside, and they continue their work from outside. It is not honorable for an officer to act like this. I think that for more dignity, it would be good for them to go back and lead their own projects. We are waiting for them. We are following the situation, and we will continue to serve and act to always maintain the lead that we have taken. Because it is a long-term fight. These are events that will not be missed. We disturb a lot of people we know. Independence, as I told you, is being torn away. These destabilization projects will continue to exist, but we will fight against it, because a revolution is always a fight. But there are also guardians who maintain the revolution, and you are part of it. There are people who have not been arrested so far, who think they have had the chance. No, they have not had the chance. We are following them. All those who are in these projects are invited to leave, because we will not hesitate for a moment to act as it is necessary for the interest of Burkina Faso. I hope they understand us and hear us. So this is the information I wanted to give you, and that people are serene. We will continue to evolve. We will take all the necessary measures so that Burkina Faso exists and is as we want it to be.
Why do they want to eliminate Ibrahim Traore? That is the question we are going to tackle in this episode. And in today's video, I have a Kenyan politician, young politician, a youth, a Gen Z. Are you Gen Z?
I'm a millennial.
You are Which year are you born?
I just turned 30 years.
Just turned 30 years.
July 17th.
Wow, you are a millennium.
Yeah.
You are the people who have made our country go into shambles, and you know we are suffering because of you people. So today we are talking about Ibrahim Traore.
Yes.
He's like a youth.
Yes.
He's about 38 years.
37.
37.
Yeah.
You and Ibrahim Traore, one WhatsApp group,
Yes.
all in three. Okay.
Yes.
And the Gen Z, as you have said, they want change. They want to take power
Yes.
of leadership in Africa. And because here we talk about Africa, or the whole of Africa. When you hear of Ibrahim Traore, what comes in your mind?
Okay, when this name crosses my mind, okay, what maybe comes over my mind is just liberation, and maybe turning everything that maybe seemed to be stuck to start now going on the right direction. Because when you see young and fresh blood in the system, more so in the system of leadership, coming up and championing to at least bring out the good life to its people, citizen, is another sense of humor, whereby we as commoners, commoners who always look up to those leaders, start feeling that impact from the so-called leader, like the case of Ibrahim Traore. We can see how he has been fighting for his people, from maybe liberating them from the we can say the today's colonial, from
neo-colonial.
from our Western people, who tend to impose us maybe to some of their whatevers that tends to maybe make our life, our economy, and everything about us, maybe Africans, and even they tend to use our own resources for their own benefit.
What is this one thing that Ibrahim Traore did, and you are like, maybe this is the guy?
Okay, you know, talking from the part of maybe experience, we Africans, countries in Africa, we are like in the developing stage. We can say that most of African countries, they are just still in the developing stage, and they are really struggling to grow. And you can see in this case, the same African countries got resources and wealth, but they have failed to turn and convert all these resources at least to be somehow
productive,
to
the people of the country,
and help the economic to grow. Now maybe those people from outside have taken that advantage and started coming in to loot and develop their countries. And as you said, Ibrahim, you can see he has just make sure he has blocked all any incomings in terms of treaties and maybe collaborations in any way with those Westerners who tend to come and maybe steal from us. And you can see as a case of the IMF and World Bank loans. He has stopped his government from extra borrowing from those World Banks and whatever. Again, another thing, you can see like Burkina Faso is very rich in gold. They export a lot of gold, which means they are benefiting those Western countries. And you realize that at the end of the day, more of the wealth is just going to those Westerners instead of benefiting the person or the one who is maybe having these resources. Now you realize that of late he has decided to cut all exports of gold from Burkina Faso, so that at least the processing and everything is just going to be done inside his country, which means his citizens are just going to benefit fully from this golden resources.
Yes. Now, since he assumed the power in 2022, he assumed the power in a coup way. He overthrew the government that he came to power, and now he is the president. Now, recently, there have been a number of coup attempts towards him. There's some people who wants him out of the power. So the question of today, why do you think that they want Ibrahim Traore out? Why is it that they want to eliminate Ibrahim Traore?
Now, okay, according to me, when you are in power, in most cases, you realize that obvious, you might, there might be someone outside that power queue. Then he feels like maybe he can do better than what you are doing, or the mechanisms or the ways you have employed in your leadership, it's not maybe
favoring to him,
or satisfying their wants and maybe their personal and selfish interests. Now you realize that they might go ahead, forge some way so that to see you out of that maybe occupation, so that whatever the agenda is, they can be accomplished. And as we can just bear witness is that Ibrahim has really tried, and he's just doing everything in the will and in accordance to his people's wish. And even his people are well comfortable with his way of leadership. They have not complained, but it's only a few people. Like as we can put it, we have what we call shareholders, the shareholders of the leadership of a given state. Some people tend to feel like they own a state, they own maybe a nation, and maybe they might come into harbor and maybe try to inconvenient the workability of a given government structure that was set aside by whoever is running it. And that's why you can see maybe most of those people who are trying maybe to overthrow Ibrahim from his leadership, you realize that these are the same people maybe who doesn't have any constructive agenda to the people of Burkina Faso, but only they just want to fulfill their agendas and satisfy their needs.
So a number of African presidents who have been doing good, they have been eliminated. Most of them is being said they have been eliminated by France. Let's name of Sankara. We can name of Gaddafi. We can name of a number of presidents, starting with 1960 something, Kwame Nkrumah, when he was overthrown because he was just doing something good. Do you think the white people, most of them, these Western countries, some of them are involved indirect in these coups that is happening, that they're trying to remove Bukinabe junta?
Okay, as I just put it across earlier, Africa is a continent that is rich in minerals. And as a matter of fact, even those Westerners and those countries from Europe that you have mentioned, maybe they have been involved in ensuring these leaders are out. You realize that the same people have tried to come up with some ways to make sure African countries they remain separate or separated so that they can't realize what maybe it's being earned from these resources minerals that they can produce. Now that's why maybe you realize that most of the Western countries they are coming in to try and fight those leaders, especially who try to bring together those African and to enlighten them on importance of uniting so that they can come up, for example, giving an example of a World Bank. You know, Africa with its own resources, they can come up with their own Bank of Africa, whereby they can be channeling everything, all of their resources there. And in case of borrowing those loans and everything, you realize that again they will be just doing their in-house maybe business on matters to do with finance, and you realize that they are going to make sure at least their economy is well developed and a bit stable. But when you look at the state now, when a leader from Africa, for example, tries to come in with such an idea of uniting Africa to be like one state, you realize that these people, the Westerners, will take chance and rush into it and try to maybe work against the strategy. You see? And that happened with Muammar Gaddafi. We saw everything. Now the economy status of Libya just got ruined, and as we are talking now, Libya is just in a very worse state because Libya was rich in crude oil, and because these people were targeting this, and they knew very well when Africa will unite. Obvious, there is those countries that are rich in maybe production of oil. We have those that produce gold. We have those that produce all minerals. They are found in Africa, and which means we can produce our own and manufacture our own. Maybe our finished product. Then we use them here. But because they want to extract these minerals to their place, and when we do that, obviously we'll be denying them a chance to continue to grow and develop from our own resources. Now they come in to harbor the plan and processes by fighting those leaders with like minds.
Why do you think they are trying so hard to eliminate Ibrahim Traore? Why do you think there's a number of coups that's happening in Bukinabe, and yet the people of Burkina Faso, they love the guy? Why do you think they want to remove him from power?
You know, the only people who knows maybe the potentials and what Traore is up to are the people of Burkina Faso. They are the only people who know what this guy is up to and what this guy is doing, if it's good and maybe it's not good. But up to where we have right now, we have everything to say that what Traore is doing is good, because we have seen the people talking, the citizens of Burkina Faso. We've had them talking, and we've had them expressing their feelings
You have
towards.
seen tractors.
Yeah, we've seen them expressing their feelings towards the maybe the work of Ibrahim Traore. Okay, and this is Africa.
Yeah.
We've been to Africa. We know how Africa operates.
This is Africa. Yeah.
Here in Africa, we have politicians who they are working so hard to fulfill their interests. Okay, so people are doing things, and politicians many a times they are doing things for their maybe political gains, or maybe
Their stomach,
their self-interest and their stomach.
their family.
As long as the pocket is full, and as long as your maybe your interests are secured, you're just okay and you're good with that. Okay.
Yeah.
And so politicians in Africa, they're not leaders. They're not in power so that they can help people. They're not in power to develop some countries. They're not in power to grow things. They're not in power to change things. They're in power because they have selfish gains. Okay, that is why they are struggling to enter into power. And so Traore is not a politician. Traore is a leader. I've told you this before, and I'll tell you again. This guy is nowhere near politics. He is just a leader. Okay, and therefore this is a guy who actually knows the what people wants, the interests of people. Okay, he's not up to his pocket. He's not up to satisfy other people, maybe to satisfy the white people or maybe those governments. He's not up to that. He's up to the cries of the people. Because I came to realize that before a politician gets into power, most of the times here in Africa, and many governments in Africa, before a politician gets into power, he's given some favors and he is told what to do. For example, there was a story here in Kenya where a government was being decided by the system, and you realize the system that was deciding the government was not a local system. It was an international system, a system from the United States or somewhere else that is designing a government that should take over. Okay, and therefore, because the government is designed by the system, and you find out that there are many governments here in Africa which has been designed by a certain system. You've realized that these people, before they accept to be designed to be made a government, they are given some favors. Okay, they are given some favors, they are protected in some ways, and there are things that are being done to them for them to become who they have become. Okay, and therefore you realize these people would try to do everything to actually overturn. Maybe would try to do all things to make sure they are stopping anybody who is in one way or the other would try actually to make these systems not work anymore. And that is exactly what Traore is doing. Traore is working so much to actually go against every single system that is designing governments in Africa, that is designing government in Burkina Faso, that it is designing governments in West African countries. Okay, and so people are trying so much to take him out of that place, maybe out of that throne, out of that power, because they want to continue enjoying actually the favors that are being given by the people who are designing governments. Okay,
That's what's up.
so because the politicians wants to continue enjoying, okay, and feeling good when they are pampered with some cash and they are pampered with some favors, because people, the politicians want to continue enjoying that, and that is what Traore is against. That is why they would do all things to come and to go against Traore. Every strategy that Traore is making right now, they are struggling so much to go against the strategies, to overturn the strategies. Okay, because Traore is against what they love most, because what they love most is to enjoy being kept well. They don't know if the citizens or maybe the people are going through are going through any kind of problems or maybe any kind of misfortunes. It doesn't concern them. Once they have gotten to power, they've come to the village, they've built one road and they've gone away. That is it. They don't care if people are dying of anger. They do not care. That is not their concern. Their concern is that their pockets are well kept. Their concern is that their properties are kept well. Their concern is that their interests are being served, okay? And their interests are being favored. They are being protected. That is what they concern. That is what actually they care about most. They do not care about people, okay? And because Traore is
for the people,
is doing exactly contrary to what they are doing. That is why you would find that many politicians here in Africa, they are struggling so much to make sure that Traore does not reign in that power. Because whatever Traore is doing is influencing the people. It is not influencing the politicians. Because for you to change a politician, it's very hard. But for you to change people, it is very easy. Because people are looking forward for the best. Politicians are looking forward for their best. Okay? So, when people feel like they are being oppressed too much and they see a light somewhere, because now Traore is coming out as a light, okay, to Africa, as a light of Africa, and try and believe you me, people of Africa, it may start with Burkina Faso, Niger may follow, okay, and those other countries may follow, and the more it begins now preoccupying the every places, like place by place, a country by country, other countries would tend to chip in, okay? Because if Burkina Faso will change and be a good country and a better country where citizens are living in good peace and in harmony together and in unity, tell me, which country will not actually crave to live like Burkina Faso? Every country.
Tell us, which country will not crave to live like Burkina Faso?
And that is why no politician would want the same things that Traore is doing to happen. They would try to fight so much so that Traore would not continue doing the things that he's doing right now. Right now, Traore has overthrown the France, the government of France from invading in his country, and he is saying, like, the things he's speaking is very different from the things that the politicians are speaking in Africa. Now he has his own narrative. He has come with his own narrative, a narrative that politicians, yes, don't love, but people and the citizens love. Okay?
Yeah.
One thing I will tell you, citizens of Uganda and citizens of Kenya and citizens of Tanzania and citizens of Burkina Faso and citizens of Nigeria, citizens of Africa, all of them, they are not different. They are the same.
Yeah.
They are all looking forward for a good governance. They are all looking forward for a good future. They are all looking forward for unity. They are all looking forward for peace. They are all looking forward for people who are going to lead them in the right way and good life in particular. But politicians of Africa, 90%, 99% of them, they are the same. Okay? So definitely people have power and people will win because people are many compared to the politicians.
Yeah.
And that is why politicians would work so much hard to make sure they are putting Traore down. But my question is, you need to be asking ourselves right now that whatever Traore has started, you are a politician, you are against Ibrahim Traore. What is your impact and what is your aim to the people you are leading?
Wow, that's just awesome.
Yeah.
Now, the question was very simple. Why do you think they want to eliminate Ibrahim Traore? Why do you think they want Ibrahim Traore out of power? Why do you think the Western countries, the likes of France, they are looking at they want so hard Ibrahim Traore to be out of power? Burkina Faso people are happy with Ibrahim Traore, and there are some groups in Burkina Faso that they want. They are trying so hard to bring another coup in Burkina Faso. What is their aim? Is it because the people of Burkina Faso are suffering, so they want to change? Is it because they are suffering themselves? What is their aim? Tell me in the comment section what you think about this episode. Of course, don't forget to like this video. Comment down there. It is about Africa, and Africa is one. Until next episode, and peace be with you.